Hi, my name is Maria,
I'm Alex.
and welcome to Bulldog Bias.
Bulldog bias? We're not biased.
Stop it. Okay, so we're going to be talking about the game against West Coast, which was last Sunday.
Sunday. And what a game.
I had a heart attack or two.
I tell you what, that's probably one of the best wins I've seen for a long time from the Dogs. Coming from behind to snatch it from West Coast. And it was lovely watching those West Coast supporters walk home miserable, wasn't it?
Well, they have to fly home, don't they?
They weren't happy, that's for sure.
Yeah. So let's go for the gameplay, yeah?
Yeah, go for it.
So, in the first quarter, the first goal, the opening goal, was by Caleb Daniel.
Yeah, nice goal.
Yeah, and I kind of forgot. I just remembered the last 3 minutes.
Because we just watched them, yeah.
No, just generally.
I've only watched the game 25 times, you know.
I understand. Okay, the second goal was by Josh Bruce. He's kicking more accurately this season.
Look, probably,
nice to see.
Other than the 6-goaler from last year, probably the best game I've seen him play at the Dogs, which was, really...
Did you say that last week?
Yeah, well, look, this was even better than last week. I mean, he put in, he tackled, he chased, he caused turnovers. I mean, yeah, great game.
Third goal was kicked by Tim English.
What can I say about Timmy?
He's great.
He's just a great player.
I know. I like it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, in the end, at the first quarter, Bulldogs were 3 goals, 3 behind with 21, and West Coast was 3 goals, 2 behind with 20. So they were leading by.
Yeah. Look, point. It was West Coast is supposed to be one of the favourites to, make the top 4, and so that was a pretty good effort in the first quarter.
Yes. So, on to the second quarter. So, Bruce kicked the opening goal for us.
Yep.
In the second.
Another nice goal. He's... Look, I mean, if he can keep that sort of performance up all year, going to win more games than we lose.
Probably get more ground leverage. Our second goal was kicked by Bailey Smith.
Yeah, a bit quieter than last week, Bailey, but still, he tried hard, did a few nice things, and yeah.
It's hard when everyone's performing well to stand out.
True, it is, yeah,
okay,
absolutely. Unless you get 41 touches like Jack McRae.
Yeah. Our third goal went to Marcus Bontempelli, and that was our goals for the second quarter. So at the end of the second quarter, we were 6 goals 10 with 46, and West Coast was 6 goals 3 with 39. Again, with kicking more behinds than goals.
That's probably the only bad point of the day. Yeah, the behinds.
Yeah. So in the third quarter, Bontempelli kicked our opening goal.
Look, the Bont had a blinder. He was great game by the Bont. Yeah.
He played good. He played better than last week.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that. Yeah, much better game than last week.
Our second goal was kicked by Norton.
What can you say about the astronaut? Come on,
he's always good, yeah.
I mean, he had an awesome game too. I mean, that was the thing. The 2 talls played really well, and I mean,
we need them.
Oh, absolutely. And the West Coast Eagle defence just didn't have an answer. McGovern didn't play his usual dominant game because Norton was just outstanding. So. It was fantastic.
Yeah, and our last goal, and the third quarter kicked by Josh Dunkley.
What can you say about Josh? Glad he didn't go to Essendon.
I know.
Absolutely.
I feel like, I think we said this before in the previous video, but because rugby is such a specialist sport, like wicketkeeper in cricket, not everyone wants to fulfill that spot.
That's true. Not everyone has the talent to play in the ruck.
Or wants to. Anyway, on to the fourth quarter. Bruce kicked out.
But before we get to that, what a quarter of football. I mean...
They had multiple heart attacks.
14 points down, came back to take the lead. Then go 5 points down and come back to take the lead. And then that goal by Bonte at the end, what
I feel like we kind of slowed down, and then in the last 5-10 minutes we kind of picked up again.
Well, you had Bruce, Norton, Vandermeer, then Bond. I'm pretty sure it's in that order. And, I mean, Bruce...
Can we talk about how Norton took away the mark from Van?
We were just watching it, guys. Vandermeer thought it was his ball till Norton came across.
Like, nah.
Nah, it's mine. But Vandermeer's goal was on the run, flat out, and he had the composure to steady and kick a goal. That's not easy to do. And
I feel like it's improved a bit since last year, but last year was a weird season. So.
It was a weird season. So, all in all, I think I've mentioned all the goals, haven't I?
Yeah. So, Josh Bruce got a first goal for that quarter.
Beautiful kick from Bruce. I mean, that was it, and then the second one, that was Vandermeer, was it?
The second one was Norton.
That's right, Norton.
Was Vandermeer.
Now, that was a nice mark, and he went back and slotted it. Very, very mature goal by Norton, actually. Very, we needed him to do that.
The fourth goal could have been Vandermeer's, but Norton took
it, yeah.
And the saviour was the last goal by Bottom Valley, which kind of made us all be a little bit easier.
Yeah, well, a 7-point lead's better than a 1-point lead, but he really showed composure and maturity, Bont there, and it was a real captain's goal, and I think once he kicked out, even in the crowd didn't know how much time was left, but we felt it was, we were won by that stage.
He's still fairly young, I think he's in his early, mid-20s.
Oh, he's just an unreal footballer, seriously.
So I'd like to think he has more potential.
Yeah. Some people think McLean's the best player we've ever produced, but...
Have we told the story?
No, we'll tell the story next week.
Okay, let's do it this week.
Okay, well, you can tell the story.
Okay.
Well, we were sitting at the footy, 3 or 4 years ago?
3 or 4, right before COVID.
And then this guy behind me said, he'll kick this, he's the best player ever produced. I said, come off it. At that stage, and...
it's like, McLean's good, but it's not...
But McLean, he was having a shot for goal and he missed, and the guy blamed me for my negativity for him missing.
Those...
Yeah.
Anyway, crowds. So at the end of the fourth quarter, Bulldogs were 14 goals 16 with 100, and West Coast was 14 goals 9 with 93, and I actually predicted we'd win by 7.
You did? You did last week,
I
yes?
did.
What did I predict? 15, wasn't it?
Something, yeah.
Yeah, we were both close.
I was on the spot.
You're very accurate.
But
I think what was really pleasing was that the forward line functioned a lot better this week than the week before against Collingwood. The mid. What can you say about the mids? The mids were excellent. The defenders, Gardner's really developed. Gardner, that was a great game by Gardner.
No, Gardner did play really well. I think he did well defensively.
Well, the thing is, last year it was Keith doing the big man stuff on his own. This year he's got Gardner there, and I think...
So it could have a little bit of help.
Yeah, look, it's not there yet, but it's really heading in the right direction. So, I think there's a lot of upside for the Dogs, a lot of upside.
I have a question. Do you think that maybe everyone's used to, 16-minute quarters? It's sort of missed. It's sort of impacting this year sort of a little bit at the start, because it's like they've gotten used to 16-minute quarters. Now they're getting sort of back used to 20-minute quarters. Do you think that has a little bit of effect on the players, or?
I don't think so. I mean, longer quarters, less interchanges. Yeah, it's but in all honesty, I know it's a different game now to when I was playing. We didn't have interchanges. There was 2 19th and 20th men, and you played. You played till about halfway through the last quarter before there was a change usually. So, I mean, look, at the end of the day, the coach, look, the Dogs are running just as hard this week at the end as they were at the start. I mean, that's the way it looked. They really had the run in them, and it was fantastic,
I feel like we sort of, third quarters are never our best. We always slow down, sort of a little bit in the third quarters. What do you think can fix that?
Look, you're always going to have flat spots in the game. It's simple. No one can perform.
What can make it a little bit more consistent? It doesn't have to be as best. It doesn't have to be as good as all the other quarters. Just a bit better. Because if we have a really bad quarter, it's...
Yeah, look, it wasn't a great quarter. But the reality is they held West Coast up. They really did. West Coast could have run away with that game, but that never happened. They really dug deep.
So could have we...
Yeah, no, I think the boys did fine. No, they did fine. They did well.
What a lot more scoring.
Well, 100 points. I mean,
We had what 7 more scoring opportunities than West Coast. I feel like it could have been a little bit less of a heart attack game and more of a
no,
anyway.
that wouldn't be a Western Bulldog tradition.
No, because we can never do anything in the easy way.
So let's go to the stats.
Yes. Okay, so let's get to the player stats first. So most goals is Barnes, Bruce and Norton with 3 each.
You know, I can't remember the last time 3 Doggies players kicked 3 goals in the same game. I really cannot remember that for a long time.
Most disposals is McRae with 41.
Well, yeah, I mean, what can
I
you
feel
say?
like he helps create a lot of special moments.
Look, he did. He certainly did on Sunday. I mean, there was, he did a huge volume of work. He was hitting targets. Yeah, I mean, it was a great game. Yeah.
Most kicks go to McRae with 19, obviously because it's most disposals, and most handballs also go to McRae with 22.
Well, I mean, if you get 41, you're bound to win one of those, aren't you? But 2? That's, yeah. Well done. Give him a clap. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, most marks go to Norton with 8.
That's not bad. That's a good effort.
That's good,
That's a really good. 8 contested. Were they contested or
just marks?
just marks? Okay, so 8 marks is pretty good in the game.
I'm more than I forget. I mean, most tackles is Dunkley with 9.
Look, Dunks played a really good game, and I mean, and not just the tackle. There was there was one really good smother there, where
Right, yeah, no.
yeah, you know what I'm talking about, guys. They're number 11. I don't know the other opposition players.
Neither do I.
And
yeah. List here. Do you want me to figure it out?
Number 11. Who's number 11 for them?
Kelly.
Well, I think it wasn't Kelly. It was some. Yeah, but yeah, it was a really, really good smother, and yeah, the 1%ers he did really well.
And hitouts is Martin with 12.
Yeah, look, Nat Nui beat him.
But Nat Nui was good.
But Nat Nui didn't dominate like he did last year. You know, he had better competition. I think Martin's a really, really good pickup.
But I feel like he is. I guess it allows what is it good? English to play more forward. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
it really helps us out.
Look, having English, Bruce and Norton on the 1 forward line is causing teams headaches. I'm telling you.
Yeah. And now we're off to the team stats.
Let's have a look.
So disposals, Bulldogs got 406. That's massive. West Coast got 312.
So 94 different. But that's a huge difference in disposals.
That's massive. Kicks are sort of even. Bulldogs got 114. West Coast got 219.
No, we got 214 to 219.
Handballs Bulldogs got 192. West Coast only got 93.
Can I say something about handball? Honestly, the way that they handball so quick and they actually find a teammate.
We do have a good handball game.
It's very, very impressive. I mean, that's a number of times but nah, they found a teammate, they moved forward, they did really well.
There's different ways to play the game,
Yeah.
And that's just our way.
And I think
effective.
And I don't think teams are going to work out how to stop this for a long time.
Especially when it's such a quick movement. It's the reaction time. Yeah. In the side 50s, Bulldogs got 51, West Coast got 47. It was a close-knit game. So.
Mm-hmm.
Free kicks, we got 14, they got 19. At the start of the first quarter, they got something like 7, we got 1 for like the whole quarter.
Well,
I was like,
I've got to say, Razor Ray, he's a marvellous umpire. He probably was West Coast's second best player with 8 goal assists. Yeah.
Okay, hitouts. Bulldogs got 21 to West Coast Eagles 52.
Yeah, which is surprising because I mean both of the boys did so well against Grundy last week, but
don't you find Nutney was just a little bit taller?
Jumped better. Look, but like I said again, he was good, and he was on when he got the hitouts. But yeah, I've seen him play better games, and that was a tribute to both of them.
So clearances, Bulldogs got 41 and West Coast got 37.
Yeah, won the clearances, only just.
Contested possessions, we got 139. West Coast got 128. Basically.
Yeah, we dominated there.
Contested possessions, we got 275. West Coast got 179 and dominated.
Smash that, yeah.
Marks, we got 95. West Coast got 102. Not that much of a difference.
Nah.
Marklands at 50. Bulldogs got 17. West Coast got 13.
Which surprises me because they got they had Darling and Kennedy there who played well. So that's that's a good stat to win.
Kennedy really played well there. He got like 4 goals.
No, he always plays well against the Dogs.
No, he just plays well all over.
No, especially against the Dogs. Trust me.
Okay.
And then next.
I don't believe you. Okay, so tackles, Bulldogs got 43 and West Coast got 46.
Yeah, look, most of the contested stats was pretty close, and that's indicative of the game. There was only 7 points in it at the end, so that was a great game of footy.
Oh, what was your favourite moment?
When at halftime, when they were going around the grounds picking people's faces and matching them with dogs. Then they got Libber on there, so they get a person's face. They put the German Shepherd
so
or
it's
blah
like
blah.
it's like a filter like you have on Instagram. So it's like, oh, what kind of dog are you? And Tony, they said Australian Bulldog.
They put Libber up and Australian Bulldog. Yeah,
that was like, accurate.
Absolutely.
That was my favourite moment too.
I mean, you never saw him play, but boy, he was a terrier. I tell you.
So before we get on to the votes, just some news. The Magpies and Lions game was moved to Marvel due to a Brisbane COVID lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
And so the round 22 game will be played at the Gabba. So I guess, COVID still affects the schedule.
It does.
But not as bad as last season.
No, obviously.
Last season was terrible. But it's still around. And
I've got to say, JJ, filled the role of concussion sub with style. He looked fantastic.
Right? No, right, yeah, before the game, right? Because it's like JJ was listed as emergency, and then we saw him on ground in the warm-ups, right? And then we're trying to figure out who's he replacing, and then we went through the list. It's like, no, everyone's here. Why is he here? It's like,
concussion sub.
Concussion sub.
Wasn't just us, everyone. We were going, who's he replaced?
My mind was imploding. I was like, what? Anyway.
He was a great concussion sub. Love the job he did.
Yeah.
Well done for
Didn't do
JJ.
anything wrong. Perfect.
Nah, perfect.
Perfect game. Anyway. So votes.
Oh boy!
I want to give a lot of people votes.
I did look.
Right.
I gave my 3 to Bont. Really played a great captain's game. Led, kicked 3 goals. Kicked the vital one, which put us 7 points up, which was great.
And made my prediction correct.
My apologies to Jack McRae. 2 votes. Can I go 2.5? 2.5? No. Okay. 2 votes to. I mean, look, 41 possessions, and he did some really good stuff. I mean, what can you say? The amount of times he got that hard ball out, and he found players with his disposals, and he was just magnificent.
He creates the special moments.
And one to Norton, because I think he had a really big influence. He took McGovern out of the game, which is not easy to do. And then apologies to Bruce, Libber, Wallace, Williams,
everyone else.
Smith,
Gardner.
Apologies to everyone.
We wanted to give all of you votes, but we can't.
We can't. But it was really it was a really good team effort,
Yeah. So I had the same people but different order.
Of course.
So I gave my 3 votes to McRae just because I feel like he helps create those special moments. And without those special moments, the game would have been nothing.
Yeah, fair enough.
2 go to Norton.
Yes, yeah.
And my 1 goes to Bont. I stepped in sort of later in, I feel like, more so.
Yeah. Look, I mean, the 3 of them played great games. I mean, simple as that.
So did everyone. So did English. So did Bruce. So did everyone else.
Stephen Martin. I mean, sorry, boys. We apologise. So now for the votes, Maria.
So McRae sitting at number 1 with 7.
Nice.
Okay, early lead. It's a longer season than the women's, so I'm expecting changes.
True.
Sitting on equal 2 is Smith and English with 5.
Nice.
Sitting number 3 is Bont with 4. And sitting at number 4 is Norton with 3.
Well, there you go. Well, this week, Good Friday, playing North Melbourne at Marvel Stadium. So
we are the away team.
we are the away team. So we've got our tickets and it's up in the bleachers, you know. The nosebleed section.
We don't get the good seats like the home team.
That's true. So guys, you know, look, get down there, support the boys. I know it's hard to get tickets, but be a member, become a member. Then you'll get tickets. Don't worry about that. So we're going to finish the show here, I guess.
Yes, I'm trying to find one of the games. Okay, so we're playing Friday at Marvel Stadium at 4:20 p.m.
Good Friday.
Good Friday. I'm assuming everyone has a day off, so
Yes.
get there.
Get down, get to church, Marvel Stadium.
It's not church on Sundays, not
Sunday?
Fridays.
No, Fridays. The doggies are playing Friday.
No.
All right, guys. So it's goodbye from me.
Oh no! What about our tips?
Oh, tips. Oh, this is a tough one, you know.
Okay, North Melbourne, we're going to win by 5. No, 27 points.
I got 43 points. 43 points. On paper, should slaughter North Melbourne. On paper.
We never make it easy on ourselves.
No.
So, yeah, anyway. But yeah, so, should be interesting. Have you the odds? Bulldogs are $1.07. North Melbourne is $8.50.
Someone doesn't believe they can win.
They gave away good players last season.
They did.
Anyway, that's it for us for today. We'll see you next week with another new video. And yeah, bye for now.
Bye.